Hey, this is Kat at Kattalestv. I'm back in the cactus garden because life is prickly. I just want to say a true story that happened to me because it might help some other women out there and also maybe some men, because again, I have a lot of MMA fans that watch my channel. I hope you can hear me because I'm close to a major street. Anyway, I've been attempting to date, and if you know anything about me, I've been working very hard the last several years, been focused on, my photography and other things that I do, not interested or not looking to date because I've been traveling all over the place, New York, Boston, LA. And I didn't even know how long I was going to be in LA. This COVID thing screwed up everything for a lot of people, including me. So anyway, I'm in LA, and a lot of men have been asking me out. And I know you guys think, oh, you should be used to that or something, but you have to understand something. I don't like to date. I'm a serious person. I'm very busy. I like quality people. Exactly. I like quality people. And I don't do the dating online stuff. I normally like to meet someone. Hopefully my elbows aren't ashy. God help me. I like to meet people in person. I'm not into this whole bullshit swipe left, swipe right, being influenced by the psychopath Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not into that at all. So let me fast forward. So anyway, I met someone, and we had like a dinner thing that happened, and then we talked for hours, and it was really nice. And then he kissed me, and you have to understand something. I haven't kissed anyone in a very long time. Not even going to go into the mathematics of it. I just haven't done it. Any of you who know my story, I had something very traumatic happen, and it kind of like took me out of like enjoying a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And now I think I'm back to being able to be present in a moment, right? So anyway, imagine you haven't kissed someone in a very long time, and you're just enjoying the kiss. The kiss is great. And then a couple of minutes later, I don't even know how long it was, I swear to God. It could have been hours for all I know. But it's the first time that you've really spent time with the person. Well, anyway, the guy put my hand in his crotch. And I was just like, and a part of me is kind of upset with myself because I should have cut that out right there. You know what I mean? But again, sometimes we're brainwashed and we try to please people, which is just not right. So, like, that was one of the first things that were just totally inappropriate for me. And eventually I did tell him, don't do that. That's not appropriate. So fast forward, I got a dick pic from him. And I don't know where he pulled that out of, but I didn't like it. So I told him so. You know what I'm saying? And then he told me that he felt like he was a 3-year-old. I have to learn to cut people, like to end things faster. I give people chances. And I don't know. It's a tricky thing in life trying to figure out how much time do you give a person and how many chances. You know what I mean? And I guess if you've been single or you haven't dated for a long time, you give people, I don't even know what the right word is, not excuses, but you give people leeway because you're trying to figure out what kind of person they are, and you're just watching them, observing, and seeing, what kind of person they are, if it's feasible to even have a relationship, and how far you want to go. But if someone doesn't respect your boundaries and just grabs your hand and sticks it somewhere, or goes faster than you want to go, You know, it's not cool. And it's really funny because today I was hanging out with some friends of mine in Beverly Hills, and they had lunch and they were having dessert, and then I came back and I sat down with them, and I was talking to this one person, and this is so funny because this guy, normally they're really bad. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about them, but most of the time they're talking about women and they're being really gross. He's a very wealthy man, blah blah blah, but funny, and one of them buys a lot of my clothing line, right? But I like them even though I don't agree with everything they say, but I also want to write a script about them because they're funny as fuck. But regardless of which, by some strange twist of fate, I was talking to like 3 of them, and then the one that I would think, well, he's really, really smart. He knows so much about everything, and he's extremely wealthy. But he acts like he knows everything about everything. Like if you have a question about like making tie-dye shirts, he knows about that. If you have a question about legal issues in regards to ownership of land and all kinds of stuff, he knows about that. If you're talking about starting a small business, he knows about that. I mean, he's an older gentleman, but he knows so much that some people just think he's obnoxious because he knows everything about anything. But the funny thing was, he actually was on my side about how I felt when I told him. I was like, you know, what would you do if you were, you know, you were on a date or something and someone like went further than you wanted to go? And I ended up telling him, you know, this is what this person did, and he said that's totally inappropriate. And I was like, thank you. And he actually told me, he's like, sometimes you're thinking in your head it's something that I did, and it's not really you, it's the other person. And it was just so lovely to have someone to be on my side, you know, because I also told him about the dick pic, and he was like, that's totally inappropriate. Because a lot of people now think it's just okay to send sex texts and do weird shit, but I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? And obviously this guy is not into, he doesn't want to go slow. He wants to go fast. There's no trajectory to this relationship. Not even a relationship. It just, he just wanted to fuck me, right? I mean, I guess a lot of guys just want to fuck somebody, but I'm not really interested in that, because for me, having intimacy, not just having sex, it means something to me. Just kissing somebody means something to me. I talked about that in another video, and that's why I'm not out there dating all these guys and like kissing all these people, and I'm a slow. Well, let me just explain this. If I really like a person and a person likes me, I try to put my energy, extra energy that I have, into seeing if that relationship is worthy or not. And this person was saying all kinds of odd things to me that just didn't ring true for me. And I kept thinking, like, no, that's not right. You know what I mean? And I got to have more courage to cut things off way faster. So I just want to share that with you. People think, I don't know, they think a lot of things about me. A lot of people, like, I don't even want to get into it, but just because I dress the way I do and I have purple hair doesn't mean that I'm not a human being that has feelings. But like, people have all kinds of assumptions about me, and I'm actually very shy, and I'm a hermit. You know what I'm saying? I like to read books. At least I used to anyway. Now there's video books, you know, audio books, whatever. But if I had a quality relationship, of course I'd love going out, you know, a few times, but also I would appreciate being home and cooking and enjoying time with someone that was very special. It's not even about the money. It's about quality people. So all I want to say is, if you're a female or a guy that actually, you know, is looking for a healthy relationship, and someone's doing things that you don't like, end it faster. And then also tell them, of course, like, if you have an opportunity to tell them, you know, the first time, say, hey, this isn't cool. And if they can handle it, then they're not even right for you anyway. But just because you kiss someone, doesn't mean shit. That's what I've learned. Just because it feels good. It's more like it's passion. It's your passion that you've held back and then you're experiencing with another person. But it doesn't mean that person's right for you. And I have to learn that. You know what I'm saying? I just want you guys to know that I'm a human being and I'm not perfect and I don't know all the answers. But like I said, I just felt violated, to be honest with you. I didn't like him doing that, and he's just, you know, I felt him being very manipulative, and it wasn't about shit. It wasn't about shit. Like the minimum amount of energy in like dating, and when I mean dating, you don't have to take someone to necessarily a fancy restaurant, but you can make a picnic, or you can, you know, communicate with each other and say, hey, what can we do to make it special? Especially if you don't have money right now because COVID's going on and people are like struggling. You can just talk to each other and say, hey, what can we do to that we can spend time together where you feel like, you know, we're having a fun day. And you just be honest, say, hey, I don't have much money, but I really want to do something special with you. And that could be anything from walking on the beach, taking a hike, to like washing clothes. It's not that serious. But it's like, guys I don't want to generalize, but some people try to act like they're so cool and they're so like afraid to show who they really are. And what you don't realize is when you show who you really are in your heart, that's endearing. But when you act like overly aggressive, and you're dishonest about, you know, what you're doing, it's not cool. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you understand. But hopefully you guys, I'm falling on rocks. Hopefully you guys get it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a dude, you don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to be a rapist. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to push yourself on somebody. And I talked about in another video, but so many guys, again, they try to force a woman to do stuff she doesn't want to do. Gay guys do it too, I guess. But the point is, don't do it. It's not quality. That's not a good person. That's not right. And our society brainwashes people to be overly aggressive sexually, and it's just not appropriate. But also, the person is showing you who they are. If they're being overly pushy, I'm being eaten by a bunch of bugs right now. But if they're being overly pushy, they don't respect you and they don't respect themselves. They just don't care. So I should have seen that. But I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, but yet I'm still hard on myself. And my friend was trying to tell me, he's like, look, you didn't do anything wrong. That guy's out of line. And thank God he told me that to remind me. So I'm gonna erase his phone number. So anyway, I'm looking for decent people. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. It's just bizarre. Like, you know, there are decent people out there. Just trying to find them. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody. Leave your comments. And I will talk to you guys later. Check out my Redbubble, my Poshmark, my eBay, my Etsy, God knows what else. And I will talk to you later. Do you like my Chinese dress? I think it's cute. It kind of goes with my hair. Shay, and I'll talk to you guys later. This is Kat from Kattalestv in the cactus. The life is full of pricks. Try not to get stuck. Bye.